Hello guys, welcome to the new video. In this video I will do the full review of this Dell 25-inch Quad HD USB-C monitor. I can show also shortly here. This is the UltraSharp 25-inch USB-C monitor. This costs less than 400 euro. I already did the unboxing and the first impression. In this video I will do a complete review of this. Shortly what comes inside of the box. We have the USB-C to USB-C port for data, power, and also display. It can supply 90 watt power. This is a USB-A to USB-C port. And we have here display port to display port and the power cable. As you can see, that's the only thing that comes in with this monitor. The most important thing that's missing for me is this HDMI port, which luckily I had at home. So you need HDMI port. Upward and downward. It's like the movement adjustable for 130 millimeter, so it's like 13 centimeter. It can go from -5 degrees to 21 degrees here. And you can also tilt it this way. It's like 45 degrees then. And also you can make it vertical, which is then 90 degree to -90 degrees. You can do it also other way around. Both way works. So now I will show the ports on this monitor. We have here USB-A port, which can supply up to 10 watt, and we have a USB-C port which can supply up to 15 watts. So let me show now all of the ports on the bottom of this monitor. We have two USB-A ports. With these ports you cannot charge your phones or tablets. The output is not enough. I think most probably the output is like 2.5 watt or 5 watt, because I was able to charge the mouse and the keyboard that I had, but it didn't work for the Bluetooth speaker or the phone. Then you have a headphone jack. Then the orange part is for this display port output. It means that you can connect this monitor to maximum 3 other monitors. So that also is called MST, multi-screen transport. Then you have the USB-C port, like a display port and HDMI port. And here you have the power cable. On the bottom of this monitor, you also have the power and also 4 buttons to adjust the settings of this monitor. So the monitor has a really good build quality in general. I like its design. It's also a little bit dark grayish and black colors. Also from here, you can also pass your cables. It doesn't have a speaker, unfortunately. That's missing here. The bezels could be a little bit smaller, I would say. And the bottom bezel is like chin bezel is a little bit thicker, I would say. The only thing that I can complain from the outside, it's sometimes between the bezel and the frame, there's a small gaps here. You cannot see it in the video, but you have to be really picky to see that. Especially when the monitor is on, then you don't see it at all. The Quad HD display is really good. The colors are really saturated. And I am also surprised how saturated it is, especially when I compare it to the Lenovo Chromebook Duet that I have here. The colors there looks a bit washed out after I look at this monitor for a long time. So you guarantee that you will get a good saturation, especially if you like, let's say, Samsung devices that they have a good saturation. This monitor also has the same. I'm not an expert in the monitors, but I found a really nice link about this monitor with all the details, so I will put it in the description. So if you want to exactly know about the quality of the screen, please go check that link out. I want to show the differences between the colors in this video. You guys can clearly see that the Lenovo Chromebook Duet looks a little bit washed out when compared to this Dell Quad HD monitor. You can clearly see it from the reds kinda. If you consider this icon here and also the one on the monitor, you guys clearly see that the reds are much saturated on the Dell Quad HD 25-inch monitor. So let me now talk shortly about the settings here. You have 4 buttons here. I will start with the menu button here. You have obviously the brightness and contrast here. Unfortunately, it doesn't have auto brightness, so in the night you have to also come here and adjust the settings. That's a little bit annoying part for me. Then you have the input source, you have the USB-C, DisplayPort, HDMI, and also auto select also works good, especially when you connect the device, it automatically detects it. And it shows that if you want to switch to this, for example. Then you have the color option here to adjust the colors. Then you have the aspect ratio, sharpness. Sharpness doesn't work that good, I would say. You don't expect to make your text sharp that much. For me, I switched off the Smart HDR. I didn't see that much difference between this HDR 400 and not. I think I read also in the comment reviews that this HDR 400 doesn't actually mean that much. Then the menu, you can like select the language for the rotation and the transparency of this menu bar, timer for it, and the lock buttons. And most important one for you guys is this personalized one, which you can adjust for the shortcut K1, shortcut K2. You have 4 buttons here. For 2 of them, K1, K2, you can adjust also different functions. I select for one of them actually this brightness, and for the second one I put the input source so I can go and select it easier. I wish that it had more keys kinda, that would be more practical, especially if for the selecting the input source, you can also give exactly which source you want for this button. So you can just click on it and it will be automatically the HDMI on the Type-C. Right now you have 2 steps to do that. If I show it to you guys how it will work. 1 second, if I click on the source one, it will ask which one do I want to choose here. I have also now connected the Lenovo Chromebook Duet here using the USB-C port. Now you guys can see like how long it takes also to switch. Now we switch to the Chromebook. Now I will try to switch back to the Windows and Microsoft Surface Pro device. Now we are there. You guys also see the resolution there. It's QHD resolution with 60 Hz. With Windows works perfectly. With the Chromebook, the Lenovo Chromebook has problem. It can only output like 24 Hz for the Full HD resolution. And I realized that in the MacBook Pro that I have, the old one from the 2013, using the HDMI port, the scaling is a little bit weird, so I don't like the scaling there. So now I want to go to the settings a little bit again. Here we had the personalize. I showed the key 1 and key 2. You can adjust different functions there. Power button LED is just the light here. You can turn it on and off. It doesn't mean that much. Then you have the USB-C charging, 90 watt. You can also select this to be off in off mode or on in off mode. So you can do that, but on in off mode it will be more, let's say, energy efficient. And other USB charging is the same. I will now try to reconnect this, the USB-C port here. And you guys will see the pop-up here, immediately switch to USB-C video port. So that works also really instantly, so you can easily switch to that if you click on it. So if I want to talk about the issues of this monitor, I will talk first about this gap here in the design. It would be nice if there was no small gaps here. I don't see it right now, but I have to be really picky to see that. The other issue is that when you are connected using the main USB-C port, then the other USBs are not working to charge devices. So the charging functionality doesn't work. I think it doesn't have then enough power output to do that. Other issue is the auto brightness. So in the night, you have to adjust it by yourself. Manually here, I put it in the shortcut here, so I can easily do that here. Other issue is that the 2 USB-A port that we have back there, they are not powerful enough to charge your phone or like your speakers. For me, it works with this keyboard and the mouse that I have here, but If you need a higher voltage then and also watt, then you have to use these two ports on the side, which they offer better like power. Let me shortly talk about the specification of this Dell monitor. It's a 25-inch Quad HD resolution. It has a pixel density of 117.5. It has a power supply of 90 watt. Its brightness is maximum 350 nits. Aspect ratio is 16:9. Reaction time is maximum is 5 milliseconds and refresh rate is 60 Hz. It has USB-C, HDMI, DisplayPort, USB-A, and audio output. It doesn't have a speaker and it doesn't have a DVI port. Just keeping that in mind. It's a 25-inch. The price is below €400 and it's a USB-C monitor. So if I want to sum up, I can say that this monitor, this Dell 25-inch USB-C Quad HD monitor has a really good picture quality. It has a really good saturation. It is below €400 and it's a USB-C monitor. So, and also you can also charge your devices using the USB-C. So it's also works for data, also for the display, and also for the power. So it has good features, good price, and good screen quality. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe, and hope to see you guys in the next one.